So check where you are in your quarter. And actually, there's a screen that pops up when you go on In Touch, and it talks about the Star Consultant program, and it tells you how much you have left to do to be a Star Consultant. So be checking that and creating your game plan, because a month is plenty of time to make any sort of miracle happen. Okay, the new spring products are available to order. If you've not been on In Touch, get on In Touch. They're all over there. Great training information on that. Um, Remember, limited edition products are limited. We say it over and over and over, and it doesn't matter. People get caught and go, well, I was going to order that with my next month order. I got caught a year ago with with the sun, what do we call it?
After sun.
After sun gel. That product is only available in this particular time. And I ordered quite a few initially, and I wanted to order some more. And I was going to order more in a few weeks. I think last year they ran out in a month, if it was that long. It may not even have been that long. So don't think, and you've got to buy a year's worth. I have some customers who order 3 at a time, several times a year. And I want to be stocked up for the entire 12 months for those people. So be aware of that. The regular line products are not going to run out, but the limited means when they're gone, they're gone. We are working with the On Target Rise and Radiate, I mean, which means you order 600 wholesale in a month. How many people on here, can you raise your hand or wave if you ordered the 600 wholesale in January? All right. Anybody done January and February? I know of one. I think Jenny Mitchell has. And Kay and Peggy has, and Becky. So they are on target. And who else?
And Marianne Lamastus.
Marianne.
And
Okay.
Patty Lovejoy and Sherry Rice also.
Okay, great.
And Stacia?
Wonderful. When you do it 4 months, and it doesn't have to be 4 months in a row, January to the end of June, 4 of those 6 months, not necessarily in order. If you do that, you get standing recognition at seminar, which is very fun to get to stand and be recognized, everybody clapping for you. If you do 5 months out of the 6 months, you'll get the standing recognition, and you'll get the sash that will come in your order for the 5th month that you will be able to wear at our unit meeting here, and you'll want to take it to seminar. And then if you do all 6 months, you get those 2 things, plus you get this amazing gold quilted crossbody that has Mary Kay written on it somewhere. I think it's branded. So those of you who have been doing it, you want to have your game plan. You just don't say, I'm going to order 600 every month, the next 6 months. You have to have your game plan of what you're going to do to earn the right to order that 600 wholesale, which is to be selling your product, holding appointments, making it a necessity. And then you also, connected with this Rise and Radiate, is unit growth. As sales directors, we are tracking, and if we, by 10, 20, or 30%, we want our unit to grow. We can make sure that happens by sharing the opportunity, bringing in new team members, making sure that you are active, and making sure any of your team members order between January and June in order to help bump up the 30% growth of your unit.
Linda?
Yes?
Linda, Doesn't anyone that does 6 months of the 600 also get to walk across stage?
I don't know.
Yes.
I did not see that
I
when I was checking it. I didn't read that, but I might have missed it.
okay.
Well, I
I
have to
think
check.
that's true, but I'll check.
Okay. Um, and then February is the last month. If you've been doing the Mary Kay Bingo, this is the last month for that. And it's time to register for your spring conference in your area. Some areas have the company sponsored career conference. And I know in the Kansas area, we don't have anything within 7 to 8 hours at the closest. And so those of us around here will be going to Kansas City with a spring conference put on by a national sales director. But check with your director to find wherever you are, there's something somewhere. And it's great to go to a spring conference because we need to work through to the end of June. And sometimes that spring conference gives us just the boost that we need to get to our goals in the end of June. Now, before we go ahead and do recognition, I am going to have Jenny Mitchell is going to share. We're doing a little product knowledge each week, just a real quick thing. And Jenny, if you can unmute yourself, and she is going to share about our new hydrating cream mask.
Hey, can you hear me?
Huh?
Okay, perfect. Perfect. All right. Well, I'm not going to be as poised as last week. That's for sure. That was quite the presentation, but that's not me. So more today of it's going to be facts. I did print off the product knowledge and I did use the sample out of the lookbook today. I put it on under my makeup and it was really great. I put it on last night. It was really great. So the product knowledge over the Mary Kay hydrating cream mask. Don't let long days or late nights or frequent flights take a toll on your skin with Mary Kay hydrating cream mask. You can revive your glow wherever you go or stay. This mess-free mask was an immediate hit with 94% of women and the love grew with continued use. Packed with superstar moisturizing ingredients such as shea butter, glycerin, and hyaluronic acid. This oh so easy to use mask delivers so much in one creamy, no rinse formula. Hydrates for 12 hours. Your skin immediately feels moisturized and smooth, and I'll be a testament to that. Skin feels calmed while renewing and refreshed. Sharing the love. 8 out of 10 women would buy Mary Kay hydrating cream mask after trying it, and 3 out of 4 women would recommend it to a friend. And we all know that's a big deal when you would recommend it to your friend. Mask is easy to apply and your skin feels soft. The no rinse possibilities, you get a 20-minute moisture surge. So if you need a quick refresh, you just apply a thin layer to your face and neck for 20 minutes. Apply and then gently massage in any remaining mask after 20 minutes. No rinsing is required. Overnight, you can use it. So if you want to soak up the benefits, apply a thicker layer overnight for a truly dreamy experience. Pre-makeup glow up. Break the rules and mask in the morning for a pre-makeup glow. With no sticky afterfeel, this mask is convenient to use wherever you need it. It's also very versatile, which I thought was really great because our customers are always looking for multi-use products. So you can use it on your elbows, your knees, anywhere that needs a little bit more hydration. Apply it for 20 minutes. Then massage in any excess that you might have. To apply, you just use the applicator or your clean hands. If you're using your hands, make sure to apply any excess to your hands or elbows or any other areas like your knees that might need a little boost of hydration. Formula attributes. suitable for all skin types, including sensitive skin, but designed mostly for dry to normal skin. It is fragrance free, oil free, dermatologist tested, which I think is great, tested for irritancy and allergy, and non-comedogenic. The use up rate for this is 5 months. If used twice a week. If you use it 3 times a week, you're going to use it up in about three months. However, that varies depending on the rate that you use it. So, and it does come in the same size tube as the hydrating gel mask. So, I thought that was also important to know for quantity purposes.
All right. Thank you, Jenny. This is going to be a great product. It's really great that it's a no rinse. You put it on and then you just work it in when the time is up. So works perfectly. Okay, we're going on quickly to recognition, and we'll be very quick with this. First of all, everyone who entered their information, we greatly appreciate it. That would be Becky Osborne, Sherry Rice, Peggy Richmond, Gina Hubler, Jenny Holstenberg, Marianne Lamastis, Stephanie King, Lisa Schreck, Michelle Caillou. Thank you, ladies. Your directors love you for it. We appreciate you so much for doing that. And you'll notice we've changed the recognition a little bit. It's all based on your weekly accomplishment sheet, the things that you do to create your sales. So first of all, or income. First of all, career chats. Becky Osborne had 2 this week. Jenny Holstenberg had 1. Then facials, Sherry Rice had a $116 facial. Peggy Richmond had a $68 facial. Lisa Schreck facial 2 women. And then parties. Parties are where it's at for our Mary Kay business as much as possible. We had Sherry Rice with a $257 party. We had Peggy Richmond with a $463 party. Becky Osborne with a $538 party. Woo-woo! That is amazing. Next, we go to skincare sets sold. That is the building block of our business. We want skincare sets sold. You know, if you sell a lot of eyeshadows, those things last for ages and they're $8. We want the product we use morning and night and wash down the drain. And that's our skincare sets. Sherry Rice sold 2 sets. Becky Osborne 1, Peggy Richmond 1, and Jenny Holstenberg 1. So that's 5 new people on the skincare, and that is wonderful. And the total of all this work is we have our top 4. Gina Hubler had $350 in sales this week. Peggy Richmond had $531 in sales this week. Sherry Rice had $575, and Becky had $648.61. So I want to hear from Becky. Tell us about this $538 party real quick. What was the most exciting thing about that?
The most exciting thing about that was she bought the complete set, not the top set, the middle set, and brand new customer knew nothing about Mary Kay. So it was fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it fun to introduce great new products? I got to do that last week with a customer and she's so excited. I checked with her after 2 days and she says, I'm so glad my skin needed this so badly. And I just love getting that product on those people's faces. Mm-hmm. So that's wonderful. And Sherry, you had a $575 week. What was your biggest highlight of your week, real quickly?
The biggest highlight was my party was 3 people. So it was 3 guests. I sold 1 set. It was actually one of my coworkers and 2 of her friends. So she wanted to get together for her birthday. So
Perfect.
Just celebrating her birthday and with her friends, and it was just super fun. Super
Isn't that
fun.
interesting? In our jobs, we just plain have fun. And
Yes.
if we make sure our customers are having fun, we have fun too. That is such a treat. Okay, well, let's get on to training. And I challenge you all. Oh, and one thing, I can't remember if I said this. When you're filling out your paperwork for recognition on the total retail sales line, please just write the number, not the dollar sign. Okay? That makes it easier. So with that, my challenge will be listen carefully for what you want to apply in your life and what we hear next. And then we'll go to small groups after that.
Okay, and while I get this set up, I just wanted to mention I did look it up on In Touch, and it is, if you do all 6 months, you'll get your sash there and on stage recognition. So
Cool.
that will be cool. All righty. And I posted straight off of In Touch in our little chat thing. Okay, so we are going to get this started here. I've got to get the audio on. And I think we're ready. Let me know if.
Hi, I'm National Sales Director Dr. Lakeisha Chisholm from the All-American City, Fayetteville, North Carolina. And I'm super excited, just thrilled to be a part of the 2026 Boss Babe program. I'm excited tonight to talk to you about this is your time. Step into your yes. Let me say it again. This is your time. Step into your yes. You guys, there are moments in life when something just clicks. You don't always get a big sign or a big loud announcement. Sometimes it's quiet. Sometimes it's just a feeling, a nudge that says, now. If you're here listening to this, leaning in, feeling something stir, this might be one of those moments for you. Because this is what I know to be true. Nothing changes until a decision is made. Not a wish, not a hope, but a decision. I remember when I made one of the biggest yes decisions of my life and my Mary Kay business and career. I remember the moment I decided to say yes to my business and to take my business seriously. Like, not when I signed the beauty agreement, but once I got in, once I got my starter kit, and once, you start looking around and okay, I made a decision to take my business seriously, to work the business like a business. And let me be honest, I didn't have it all figured out, okay? I didn't suddenly feel confident and I didn't feel fearless, like I'm doing this, but I made a decision. I said, I'm not just going to talk about it. I'm going to be about it. I gave myself permission to work my business like a business. And guess what happened? Like, seriously, you all, when I started treating my business like a business started showing up. Like, it was like I actually had a business. I had sales, I had customers. Like, it was so exciting. Y'all, that one decision, it changed everything. Now, let me tell you what that looked like in real life, because this part, it matters. I was extremely shy. Although I grew up in the military, did 20 years active duty service, I worked around 95% males. I did not wear makeup, okay? I did not have any knowledge about the beauty industry. I was extremely shy. Like, me and you together, that was too many people. Like, it was anxiety. Like it was just too much. Okay. I'm talking about going up to new people was paralyzing. Starting conversations, I mean, I was full of so much anxiety, you guys. But these are things that stretched me. I didn't have a lot of family support because, again, I was in the military. And sometimes you get stationed out in no man's land. And so you're not close to your family. And so I did not have family support. You guys, there were moments that felt uncomfortable and unfamiliar. But one thing that I was coachable. And I'm proud to say that. I was coachable because I learned that everything here is a skill set that we can learn. I listened, I learned, and I followed direction. And because I said yes to being coachable, something beautiful happened. I met new people. I built a customer base, like with real skincare clients and reorders coming in. And I built a team. And it wasn't overnight. It wasn't perfect, but it was consistently. I was doing the activity consistently. And that's when, I made another yes. I said yes to moving up the career path. I began to take that serious about moving up, serious about becoming a red jacket. At that time, you guys, I didn't even realize that it was my time. I didn't have someone here pouring into me like, it is your time. Go, go, go. Like people falling out of the airplanes and the parachutes, like, go, 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 right? I didn't have that. But not realizing that it was my time, I just knew I didn't want to sit on potential anymore. Looking back now, I'm so grateful I moved when I did, because in that season, I grew. My confidence grew. My leadership grew. And my business grew. I mean, like so much so, have you ever thought about having a quantum leap? That's what happened. And then I'll tell you, there was another moment that I said yes, right? Not quite sure if it was my time, but I'm grateful that I said yes, because in hindsight, I know now that it was absolutely my time. My sales director said, I'm looking for 5 more directors this year. And I was like, whoa, let me tell you, I had no idea what being a director actually entailed. I didn't have all the details. I didn't know all the moving pieces to what the process looked like. None of that. I didn't have a full picture. I just knew one thing. I knew that I wanted to help, and I knew that I had more in me. And without fully understanding the assignment, you guys, I said yes. I stepped into a yes, right? It was shaky because I wanted to do it, but I had, anxiety and, the what ifs. But I'm so grateful that I stepped into that yes. That decision, it was clearly blind faith. Because I made that decision first, everything else began to align. You guys, after saying yes to something that I didn't have all the information about, people started showing up. Customers started showing up. Team members started showing up. Sales supported my growth. It helped to sharpen my skills. And my leadership, it stretched and it strengthened me. I didn't become ready because before the decision, I became ready because of the decision. And that's what I want you to hear today. You don't need to know every step. My goodness, I did not know every step. Some days I did not know what it looked like from day to day. I did not know what it looked like from hour to hour, minute to minute. I did not have all the answers. And there were certainly a lot of times when I did not feel 100% confident. Like, you know how people say, I got this. You got it. I didn't feel like I had it. Okay. I was like, oh my God, I feel like I'm going to drop the ball. But the one thing that I did, I made a decision and I stood on that decision. I stepped into that yes. You guys, momentum, it doesn't come before movement. Okay? It comes after movement. So I had to say yes. I had to get the ball rolling. The yes is the big push of the ball, and then the ball gets rolling. And I began to do the activity that it took for me to get to where I wanted to be. I did become one of those 5 sales directors, and the rest was history. You know, when I look back at that decision, it wasn't about pressure. And I didn't feel pressure. It was about permission. And I'm grateful that I gave myself permission to move forward. I gave myself permission to step into this season and not to teeter-totter on the line. Should I go? 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 You know, like, okay, we're getting ready to double dutch, but I haven't jumped in yet, right? I gave myself permission to stop waiting. I gave myself permission to trust the decision that God placed in my heart. I gave myself permission to step into my yes. And I know that you're here today and you want to do that too. Give yourself permission to do whatever is in your heart with this business. You know, before we log off, before you move on to your next, I want you to pause for just a moment, because there's a version of you, the one who said yes, the one who started this journey, the one who believed there was more. And y'all, she's still here. She is. She's waiting. She's waiting on you to trust her again. Will you trust her? You don't need to become someone new. You don't need to be louder, bolder, or different. You just need to honor the decision, the yes you've already made. This isn't about doing everything at once. It's about doing the next right thing on purpose, intentional. Years from now, you won't even seriously remember the fear. Like, you won't remember the anxiety. You won't remember the awkward moments. You won't even remember the yeses and the no's, the no-shows. You know what you'll remember? You'll remember the moment that you chose yourself, the moment that you stepped into your yes. So if something in you is stirring right now, if your heart is saying, this could be my time, listen. Say yes again. Move your feet. Move your feet. And let the rest unfold. Because this, my friends, this is your time. And so I challenge you to make a decision within the next 24 hours. Make a decision. Write it down and send it to your leader. Send it to an accountability partner. And then I want you to do something in the next 24 hours that moves you closer to that goal. We're going to step into our yes this year. This is your time. And we are going, I promise you, at the end, we'll have a celebration like no other. because you said yes. You are the one that stepped into your yes, and you are the one that will be shining in the spotlight. This is your time, my friends.
All right, let me open up the rooms. That was really good, wasn't it?
It was.
Mhm.
Yeah, so let me open up the rooms and you can go to the different ones. Okay, so Linda and Jessica are together, and Cintra and me. So, and then Judy's going to stay right here. So if you're in Judy's unit, stay right here. Okay.
And Donna,
yes.
can I ask you a question?
Sure.
I think Karen has had trouble in the past getting into my room, but I don't know how to do it for her.
Okay. I'm just open up the rooms. Can you open them up? And
Yes.
if you click on her name or hover on her name, you'll see assign to.
Okay, got it.
Okay. All right, so everybody can head on out, and the directors are going to stay here to make sure all of you get to the right room. So we'll be leaving when we know our people are in the room.
Oh, now I did it, but oh, now she's gone.
Might take a minute.
I think I need help too.
Right, who said that, Laura?
Laura.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll assign you to Linda's, right?
Yes.
Anybody else? Teresa, do you need some help? I can't hear you. You're muted. But I'm going to move you. I'm going to, okay. I'm going to assign you. Okay, so there we go. Linda, are your people all gone? My at. You guys can go ahead. I am just trying to figure out how to get my there now.
Well, I went and then I left. There.
Huh. And I'm not seeing my name. So, oh, here I am with, okay. Join. Yeah.
Are they all gone?
I think they're all gone. I think it's just us.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm
no,
glad
Linda
that
came
we-
back.
Glad.
Linda
I'm
just
so
came
glad we don't
coming
have to
back.
move. We
Yeah.
get to stay.
That's a good thing.
Linda's back.
I keep popping back in.
Hi, Linda.
Well,
It told us that you left, but then then you came back.
okay. We're gonna get started. Who has comments about what we saw tonight?
She's good.
It was amazing.
Yeah. It's not that kind of stuff. What did you feel? How are you gonna react? Did that cause you any emotion? That kind of comment.
I think that I took the most notes from hers than I have from anybody else's. And when you look back over it, she just said the same thing several times over different ways. But she said yes, and she gave herself permission to treat her business like a business is really what I have been trying to do, striving to do in the recent weeks.
Right. And you're pushing the ball, giving it a shove. And and I know that I have told you guys this so many times, but it's always good to be reminded, is that until you have the goal set and you're committed to it, you miss all of what's hanging around you that's going to help you get there because you don't recognize it. So only when you've got the goal set and you're committed to it, do you see that person that you go talk to her. there she is waiting for you. And most people are just happy to have a little conversation when they're standing in a line. Have you ever noticed that? Okay. Good remarks, Stacia. Thank you very much. Marianne, how about you?
Once again, I wrote down make a decision, and give yourself permission to work your business.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you've got 24 hours. I mean, some kind of a decision without some kind of a goal, nothing happens. It really doesn't. So those daily goals based on your weekly goals, it really does, as she said, all comes together once you get it going. Peggy, how about you?
You don't have to have all the steps known before you start. And I like the momentum comes from movement.
Exactly.
There is no, if you don't do anything, you can't get any momentum. And I recognize that in myself.
Okay, well, congratulations on being number 3 this evening.
Yeah, yay.
And Becky, how about you?
Well, I'm on everything everybody else said, and then I wrote me instead of she. So not waiting. We can trust ourselves. We can trust our own decisions. We can trust what God is telling us, and give ourselves permission.
Right. If you don't give yourself permission, that first step never takes place.
Mm-hmm.
And I relived my career as I was listening to her, because I went through all of those steps. And I recognized each and every one. And we all go at our own pace, and it comes together one step at a time. How many of you are going to career conference or career or spring? I can't see everybody. Okay.
I'm
good.
going to something different. It's called Shockwave, and it's like
Okay.
Linda Tupin, Pam Shaw.
Okay, that'll be good.
There's 5 of them.
Okay.
Burnett, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
in Chattanooga this year,
Okay.
so that's real close to me. So
Yay for you.
yeah.
Okay. Well, let's talk about this unit growth. Becky, congratulations on 2 career chats. How did they go?
One not so good. Did one yesterday. She really wants to do it, but there's a but she's a 10, so they went really well. I really studied this. You'll love this. I really studied the DISC before, and I stuck with what she was and not went off on tangents on other things, and it turned out really well.
Okay. When you're focused on that, you're listening.
Mm-hmm.
You're listening.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we really need to do when we're doing these career chats, is listen to the people. What do they want? What can Mary Kay do for them? And ask questions. Please remember to ask the questions. Otherwise, they don't really listen. They really don't. So good for you.
And I did change one thing. The last 2 of them I did, I'm doing them either on Zoom or Google Meets. So I know they're not just, sometimes I've done career chats and I can hear them cooking their food and I can hear them doing stuff. So now I'm doing it on,
Yeah, and you know what? And that's a good point, because that's something that you have picked up because you were practicing.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden you go, okay, we're going to close that border in and we're going to do this a little different. Good for you. Because that really is what it takes. You learn as you go along. And, you don't even it's kind of like childbirth, you don't remember that pain. You just remember that little smiley face. Okay. Any questions on any of the announcements? I think you guys are doing really well on the Rise and Radiate. And I know that you're going to finish all the way through. And that's going to be exciting to be walking across stage and having it on your badge and wearing the sash. Those are the things you want to think about. Okay. How are we doing with the My Shop? Getting orders?
I haven't had any orders yet.
None?
I haven't spent
None.
any time.
No, I haven't gotten any
I'm
surprise
gonna have to
orders.
stay up all night or something and go through it.
I've had one order from it.
How big was
Okay.
it? How big was it?
It was like $68.
That's
So
good.
so how did you process that? What happened?
You
She
don't
went
do
online.
anything.
Don't do
You don't
anything.
have to do anything.
Okay,
It's
she
just
went
money.
online. She
Mhm.
bought $68 and she paid for it with a credit card and it
Mhm.
went to your Square.
It shows up on your weekly accomplishment sheet.
It's just,
And it shows up in your bank account.
Yep.
yeah, it's a swipe, not the Square. It's a swipe when they order from the company.
But when it's the weekly accomplishment sheet, when you go there, it'll just be there, but it doesn't have their name. It just has asterisks for their name. You have to put in their name.
Stacia, did she give you the her
Credit
contact information? Were you able to reach out and contact her too?
Well, no, it doesn't initially give you the contact information, but then I got an email afterwards that it was actually one of my customers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
initially it just comes on as, look, you have an order, and you have no idea who it's from.
Right.
But then
But-
once it's done processing, it tells you who it was from.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Okay, how
you
do you
literally
get
do
your
not
money?
have to do anything but give them the, marykay.com/ your name.
How do you get your money for that order?
It goes right to your account. Your
Right to
business.
your bank account.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
that's
don't
after
do
I
anything.
sign up for Stripe. The company processes it through Stripe. I get the money. She
Right.
gets the product.
Exactly.
Yeah, it goes right into your bank account.
But you
And
don't
I
have to
go,
sign up for Stripe. When you did all your stuff for your My Shop, that you put it in then. So it's not like I use Square, I don't use Stripe. But
oh,
you have to have done it when you set
I
up.
have to set it up then.
You haven't set it up? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. If you need help with it, let me know.
Okay.
Yeah, it is a process, and there's certain things that you have to do. So
Okay.
you
My
you
shop.
really want to get that done. I had another order come through today, and this is a girl that I facialed, her and her mother. Her mother is actually the consultant that trained me in 1972.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ah,
Who is it?
Her name was Cheryl Love. She's no longer a consultant,
Uh-huh.
she's now Cheryl Love Dickinson. She's a widow. She has a kid that just got married, all that kind of stuff.
Uh-huh.
And I had lost track of her, but she moved back to Denver and called me and they came over and had facials. Now Cheryl has reordered several times, but the daughter, meh. But I get an email or a text from the daughter that says, I need a foundation. Is there a portal I can go to? So I just put marykay.com/Judy Roman. She went in there and ordered about $100 worth of stuff. So yay for me.
Mm-hmm.
Did
Mm-hmm.
she use that foundation finder tool?
Well, she knew the foundation because she had one. She was
Okay.
replacing it. Yeah.
That I haven't had luck with the foundation tool. And I know that they are promoting the My Shop. Oh, they can just figure out their own foundation with the foundation tool. And everybody that I've known who's tried to use it, it's way too light for them.
Huh.
I've actually had great success with the foundation finder tool.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
So I had a fun one yesterday. I'm on a Facebook page, Word of Mouth Highlands Ranch, and somebody asked, does anyone know a Mary Kay consultant? I need a Mary Kay consultant. And I had two of my customers recommend me.
Yay.
Cool.
And then I went on and said, "Hey, I'm a Mary Kay consultant," and I didn't hear anything from her. And lots of other consultants were recommended, but I personally sent her a Facebook message.
Okay, good for you.
And she called me right back and I met her last night. So that was fun.
Excellent, excellent.
Cool.
Okay, you know, and that's the thing, because you have the goal, and I tell you that it shows up. And then you recognize that if you didn't have the goal, you might have seen that and go, well, probably somebody else, you know, you would have let it go. But when you're focused on it, no, you are on it and getting it taken care of. So yay. Well, what are our goals for this week? What do we got coming up? People excited about this week?
Mhm.
My goal this week is to book a new appointment every day.
Okay, good for you. I love that. That's your daily goal. Text me when you do it. I like to keep up.
Okay.
Becky, how about you?
My goal is I try to do 2 new appointments every day, but I didn't do any today yet. So, but that's my goal. And I got appointments. I've got 2 virtuals, which I haven't had for a while, 3 virtuals this week. So,
Okay, good for you.
Mhm.
Marianne?
I'm going to follow up. The lookbooks have come out, so I'm going to
Yes.
follow up with my customers.
Yeah, that new mask is pretty exciting for people with dry skin, dry to normal, I guess.
I haven't gotten it yet, so I'm excited to try it.
Yeah. Peggy, how about you?
Okay, I have 3 bookings. 2 of them I got from this a book party. I
Yeah,
told them
yeah.
to get me 10 orders, 10 new customers, all their information. It was $268. She did all that. She turned it in. I got 2 facials from that.
Wow.
And then when I was talking to her at her place of business, girl comes around the corner and says, "I missed all this. Look at me. I need something." And so I said, "You want a makeover?" And she said, "Yeah, I want a makeover. I'll pay you." I said, "No, we'll do a makeover." So anyway, now I got 3, and I'm talking to Teresa. I have an appointment to talk with her about the career. So
Excellent.
this week is busy. It'll be full, and I'm just the goal is $300. I'm going to do the 3, 3, and 3, I guess. That's my goal. I want at least 2 more talks, recruit talks. So
Right. And you did your 30 days of cosmetic.
I
Talk
already
about
did that, and I started another one.
Okay.
This is my chart.
I love
And
it.
I'm what is that? I'm 11 into it.
Okay.
Good
So
job.
so I want to, this 30 days will end on March 7th. So that all of everything that I'm doing here supports this, but it's not just trying to get one face a day. This 3 bookings, I'll have 30 faces if they all do that book party.
Yeah.
And when you think about that, see, I've got all these people that I've already talked with. They've done samples and everything, but now I have an opportunity to go back to them and ask them about, they all ordered their order. And so, that's just momentum. That
Right.
movement creates the momentum. So
So
where I go.
tell the other gals how you got that book party set up, because that's been really good for you.
Well, we couldn't get together because it was so cold. Nobody, people were snowed in, everything. And Teresa was she's a big color person, and she loves the eyeshadow and all that. By the way, she bought the repair set. Yay.
Yeah.
So I just I saw it somewhere, went back into my things about give her, but she said, I'll be an advertisement for you. I can't have that party right now. We can't get together. I got thinking, okay, I'll take her some books, some samples, and I'll give her $50 for the product, the shopping spree. It was $100 shopping spree. Well, she just went wild over that. And I gave her all the tools, and we talked just about every day. She got very excited about it because she saw a way that she could buy her product. If she worked, I told her, you're working for yourself, and I kept telling her, encouraging her and saying, what a great job you were doing. I mean, I never expected this. All I wanted was $10, a $10 order per person, but she went over and above that. So, and I think, and she sees how that wasn't really hard. That was kind of easy. So everybody that does this, okay, I'm giving them $50 of free product, but I still made money and I got 10 new customers.
Right.
And that's the other thing. See, I've worn my customers out. I call them all the time. I get new people.
Yes.
So this book party thing was many years ago. I think it might have been something that Donna put together. She had a packet and you had the name out and 10,
Right.
a thing on the front had all their names on it, 10 places to put their names. And then she would turn the packet back in with the orders and the money.
Right. Yeah.
So
it's a wonderful
I did my own
thing.
thing because I couldn't remember. That was way back in.
It's okay, it's been revived, and I think the other girls are excited about trying that and getting it going. And so however you can get the business going, let's go. So I hope that you all have the week of the goals that you have set for yourself. And I'm excited to see you next week. Okay.
Judy, I have a quick
Bye.
question. Judy, I have a quick question. When is the because I did the book 10 meet 5. When is that event?
I gave them a week to do it.
Oh, that's good. Thank you.
Yeah, she started on a Wednesday and ended on a Wednesday. I delivered the product to her. She collected the money, brought it back to me. We got, I did say this, if any one of those 8 people will do this same thing that I gave you, I'll treat them that same way. You can give them and they book it, with the date, and they have to do it within the next 2 weeks. I gave them a little satin handset. And
a little extra. Yeah.
so I got 2.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Nighty night.
Night.
Bye.
Bye.